Realistically, a cataclysmic doomsday event is probably not going to happen in our lifetimes, but if it does, don't worry, ultra-rich people will be fine. Because apparently, tech billionaires are buying up luxurious bunkers and hiring military security to survive a societal collapse. Everyone from Jeff Bezos to Elon Musk to Mark Zuckerberg is buying up secret bunkers they can run to in the event of a cataclysmic disaster. That's right, today we're talking about billionaires building bunkers. Bucko. And we've got some insight into what these billionaires might be thinking thanks to the author Douglas Rushkoff, who received an invitation to give a talk to a small group of ultra-wealthy men that bombarded him with questions like Bitcoin or Ethereum, virtual reality or augmented reality, who will get quantum computing first, China or Google? I feel like these are the questions you would get asked if you were on a bad date with a tech bro.
They said Alaska or New Zealand, meaning where should they situate their bunkers for the event?
Yeah, for some reason, New Zealand is a really popular spot for billionaires building underground bunkers. If things take a turn for the worse, I guess there's gonna be a bunch of billionaires living in the hills of New Zealand like hobbits, which is ironic because they're really more like Smaug sitting on his pile of gold. The billionaires also ask questions like, should a shelter have its own air supply? I'd go with yes on that one. Like if an independent air supply is an option, why not just do it? This is doomsday we're talking about here. It's not the time to get cheap. Now, if you're wondering, how would rich people maintain control of their security force after their money is worthless? Well, they're wondering the same thing.
The question we ended up spending the majority of time on was, how do I maintain control of my security force after my money is worthless?
I think the solution is simple. Inside your secret bunker, you just build another even secreter bunker that you can escape to if your security force tries to overthrow you. The billionaires considered using special combination locks on the food supply that only they knew. That's pretty good, but what if the owner dies from like natural causes? Then nobody has access to the food. They also considered making guards wear disciplinary collars of some kind in return for their survival. Yeah, just treat your guards like a bunch of unruly dogs. That won't backfire on you. Like the guards are walking around the bunker with collars on their necks while the billionaires' actual dogs are walking around without collars. If that was your suggested plan, I don't think your security force would even wait for the doomsday event to stage a coup. They would turn on you the minute you suggested that. Here's my idea. You guys will wear disciplinary collars around your necks to ensure that you behave like good boys. Of course, I'm open to suggestions. I tried to reason with them. The way to get your guards to exhibit loyalty in the future was to treat them like friends right now. Don't just invest in ammo and electric fences, invest in people and relationships. Now, I agree that treating your guards with respect is the most likely way to keep them loyal to you. But realistically, I think we're talking about reducing the chances of a coup from 90% down to like 80%. You've already provided all the value you have by giving them access to this underground bunker and survival supplies. What else do you have to offer them? A job in your future company when you return to the post-apocalyptic wasteland above? If you stay loyal to me, you'll have a job at my company, Rusty Sharp Objects Incorporated. You know, the dark irony is that this guy, Douglas Rushkoff, is not rich. So these billionaires were seeking survival advice from a guy who would not be allowed into the doomsday bunkers. So what's the best way to save ourselves instead of dying with all the filthy swine like you? In Kansas, there's a missile silo that's been converted into a bunker with a 75 people max occupancy and units ranging from $1 million to $4.5 million.
This place is so top secret, I can't even tell you where it is.
You're not in Kansas anymore. We're going beneath Kansas.
You just know he says that to everyone he gives a tour to. In fact, he probably built this whole bunker just to make that joke. The bunker has, among other things, a movie theater, a gym, a pool, and bidets.
Why do you have bidet toilets?
If we put toilet paper for 75 people, that volume of toilet paper would take an entire floor.
And they could also wipe their asses with their cash, since that'll be worthless.
Okay, bidet it is.
Okay, bidet it is. Bidet, mate. Has someone made that joke already? Let's see. Oh, not only has someone made that joke, but they've trademarked it and turned it into a product. I guess I was beaten to the punch on that one.
This is an indoor shooting range.
A bunch of people only interested in their own survival trapped in a small bunker with limited supplies and easy access to guns. What could go wrong?
That pre-filter would come on and it takes all of the volcanic ash out of the air.
Okay, so I'm not going to die in a super volcano situation.
Not here.
Okay.
Oh, well, you are going to die, but not rich people, no. Yeah, it's weird to watch tours of these bunkers as a person who's never gonna be inside them. It's like, oh, okay, so if society collapses, this is where the rich people will be chilling while I'm desperately trying to survive. So they'll be sliding down a water slide while I'm bashing a man's head in with a rock to steal his can of beans. Okay, cool. The fake windows in the units show live footage of the outside world to make it feel like you're actually seeing outdoors.
When these windows are all on, you're coming out of the units and you see the birds flying and the sunset coming up. That's the input your brain is used to.
Yeah, but in an apocalypse, that's not what you're seeing. You're seeing destruction and chaos on that live video feed. I feel like that would be kind of a downer.
Oh, please let me into the bunker, please. I'll do anything. I'll be your slave. Please, just let me in, please. I don't want to live out here. I don't want to live in this hellscape. Bazinga.
At the high end of the floor plans are the penthouse units, starting at a cool $4.5 million. Now, usually penthouse means a unit is on the top floor of a building where you get the best view of your surroundings, but that doesn't really work in an underground bunker. So based on the model pictures on their website, it looks like they try to simulate that by changing the footage being displayed on the fake windows to make it appear as if you're high up in the sky.
To get an idea of just how safe it is to live inside this bunker, I visited its very low-tech cousin down the road.
Okay, can I pay to live in that silo for cheap? Like, it wouldn't be nice, but it would still be better than living on the surface during an apocalypse. There's another luxury bunker in Virginia called Airy, named after a resting place for birds of prey. I'm not sure why you'd name an underground bunker after a thing that's built as high up from the ground as possible, but then again, I guess if you're going for luxury branding, you can't name it something more accurate, like the Gopher Hole. This one is quite a bit more expensive at $20 million per membership, of which there are only 625 available, and they will be offering 4 tiers of memberships. Our 4 membership tiers are definitely won't die, probably won't die, maybe won't die, and you will die, but you'll survive slightly longer than the poors. The cheapest can be afforded by a moderately successful CEO, while a secretive top tier known as the Asylum membership will be by invite only. Nice, instead of starting the world over with an egalitarian society, they're starting it with a class system from the get-go. They plan to build the Lux underground pads in each of the 50 US states. Are they gonna be interconnected? That would be crazy. Hey, maybe this is the real reason that Elon Musk started the Boring Company. So he and his billionaire buddies can have a whole underground city for when shit blows up on the surface world. The underground abode will be decked out with a number of lavish amenities such as wellness areas, gourmet dining, and a medical suite with robots for doctors. Are robot doctors a thing? Why are they being saved for Doomsday bunkers? Also, do the different membership tiers have like different qualities of robot doctors? Like the lowest membership tier has some really crappy robot doctor.
Are you ready for your physical?
They say that they have both famous and infamous clients. How infamous are we talking? Mark Zuckerberg infamous? Vladimir Putin infamous? You know, this is starting to sound like a bad sitcom. A bunch of unlikable rich people having to live in one bunker together. Bunk Bed Bunker Buds with Mark Zuckerberg and Vladimir Putin. Vladimir, how many times do I have to tell you, this is my bed and that's your bed? No, both beds belong to me. For clients with large households, like one with 150 rotating staff members, safe systems track assets and detect problems to ensure nothing is ever misplaced or compromised. There is no way a billionaire would bring 150 staff members into a bunker with them. I'd be surprised if they brought any of their staff members with them. Here's your breakfast, sir. Ah, thank you. You know, Bernard, you've been a good, loyal employee to me for these past 15 years, and honestly, I don't know what I would do without you. Thank you, sir. That means a lot. Oh my God, that's a nuclear bomb. Sir, am I coming with you? Goddamn billionaires. If you're going to be able to survive underground, we want you to be having fun. Who says the end of days can't be fun? Some companies outfit homes with rotating fireplaces that double as secret doors and phone booths that reveal slides to underground bunkers. I'm not sure a phone booth is a good cover for a secret door. It's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Phone booths have been obsolete for like 30 years, and nobody ever had phone booths in their homes. Forget running for the hills. Today's wealthy are sliding down into their luxurious hideouts, straight past the Shark Tank and into a flight simulator. That sounds less like a doomsday bunker and more like an emergency entertainment room, like if you need to escape a really boring dinner party. And so Charlotte, our oldest, is about to head off to college. We're excited about that. Oh God, this is so boring. I gotta get out of here. Mark Zuckerberg is building a huge super secret compound in Hawaii, complete with plans for a huge underground bunker that's expected to cost in excess of $270 million. I feel like rich people are investing so much money into these bunkers that they're gonna try to make a doomsday event happen just so that their investment doesn't go to waste. In a nearby wooded area, a web of 11 disc-shaped tree houses are planned, which will be connected by intricate rope bridges. That sounds more like something you would build after the apocalypse when you're trying to rebuild society. The partially completed compound consists of more more than a dozen buildings with at least 30 bedrooms and 30 bathrooms in total. Why does Mark Zuckerberg even need a giant bunker? He's been trying to sell all of us on the vision of living in the metaverse. If the metaverse is really so great, then he doesn't need a luxurious bunker. All he should need is a small room and a VR headset. Hey, you know what? What if all this bunker stuff is just a diversion? Maybe the ultra-rich want us focused on these bunkers to distract us from the real Doomsday plan, which is to go into outer space. And that's why people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are so interested in space travel. I think they're preparing an escape plan. And then when the Doomsday event happens, we're all gonna be looking for these bunkers like a bunch of idiots, but all the billionaires are gonna hop into a rocket ship and be like, so long, and thanks for all the money. Hey, if you like this video, check out this one. What is this room supposed to be used for?